Hello and welcome back to Jimbo's PC Builds. Today, in a bit of a change of pace, I'm going to do a review of my Peloton bike. I've had it for 2 years. It's going to be a long-term user review to basically outline in 2 steps. One, the hardware, how it's lasted over the 2 years, what maintenance I've had to do, how updates have happened, and generally how the bike's held up. And secondly, I'm going to go into the benefits. You know, is it worth the amount you pay because the Peloton bikes are not cheap, and do you actually see the actual long-term benefits and how you can best get the most out of them without making them a very expensive ornament in your house. Alright, without further ado, let's have a look at the bike. So first of all, let's have a look at what the basics of the bike are. It's got a tablet built into the front, which is where you get all your details from your instructors and where you set your classes, you look at your profile, etc. Handlebars. Everything's adjustable by these clamps here. There's a video that Peloton have for how to set the relevant heights to make sure you get the best height possible for your body shape, etc, etc. Then you've got the seat, which again you can set. You've got the pedals, which are they're not ordinary bike pedals. You need specific shoes to be able to click into them to be able to get in and out. This is the knob on the bike here that you use to set your resistance to make it more difficult or less difficult for when you ride the bike. And on the back, you've got a section for where you hold your weights. So as I say, ours is 2 years old. It's in really good condition. It's held up very, very well. But I would say one thing: you need to get a. This is a dry film lubricant. I got some of this from Amazon. Every once in a while, you should basically spray it around the pedals, in around the belt, etc., etc., to stop seizing up and make sure it still moves freely. If you do that, then it should take care of itself. As I said, the pedals are like for bike shoes, and when you buy the bike, you've got options to get accessories. The accessories that we bought were one pair of shoes, a mat below, which is good for picking up the sweat, because you will sweat, and these, which are for putting ordinary shoes in. They click in and you can put your shoes in. Now, the mat, I would say, is very essential, especially if you've got carpet in the room where you are. The shoes, you need 100%. If there's more than one of you, get 2 pairs. Do not get these. We have never used them. They've basically been hung up by our bike and we have never used them. Now, the bike itself, you basically go on and you choose your classes. There's various types. Like you can do low impact ones, beginner rides, you can do hit rides, you can do very, very various types of rides. You start easy with beginner and work your way in. You can do lengths from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and those sadists out there, there's the 60-minute rides. You will find there are various instructors. You will find that you will find your favorites, and you will probably go with those, and there's certain ones that do certain musical styles, and some are harder working than others and some are easier. I've got certain ones that I like. I enjoy one called Cody Rigsby, very good. Emma Lovewell's very good, and of course Dennis Morton, who is probably my favourite. He's very, very good. He's very knowledgeable. He likes good music and he talks about the music very well during the rides as well. So I've used this for 2 years. How have I found it? As a machine, it's excellent. The operating system is excellent. You can navigate around very easily, and it's very easy to start the classes, etc. The one thing I would say is clicking in and out with the shoes takes a little while. If you've not ridden a bike for a while, the seat can be a little bit uncomfortable. It's not this uncomfortable seat, it's just getting used to back riding on a bike again. I used to be a lot heavier. I'll go into that later on in the video. But I was able to stand on this bike, no problem, and it's taken all that weight for 2 years and we've not had any breakages. So for me, the bike lasts long, and hardware-wise, it's excellent. Now on to my thoughts and if it's worth it and what would you get out of it. So for me, the bikes are very expensive. One, because you've got to outlay the cost, which is well in excess of $1,000. I think they're about $1,500 now, and that's the basic bike, not to the advanced. And 2, you've got to pay your monthly subscription. And what this means is that you've got to outlay, you're going to buy them over monthly, so you have to pay the subscription each month and then you've got to pay for the bike each month. So it's not cheap. So is it cheaper than, say, the gym? Well, if you look at the likes of Planet Fitness, no it's not, because you can pick up memberships for Planet Fitness for under $30 a month. The big benefit of having the Peloton bike is the convenience of having it in your home, and you can use it whenever you want. You don't have to go out, and you don't have to have the discipline of going to the gym when it's just so easy not to bother. So for me, that really helps, because then you can drive yourself to get on the bike. And if you use the bike, I do 3 rides a week, and I'll put up a picture of the before and now up here. And this is what I look like now. I lost 80 pounds, but I didn't just do it using the bike. I did it because I basically used the bike, did other exercise as well to basically get off my arse, and also I watch what I eat. So if you do those things, so if you use the Peloton like that, it's a perfect instrument to help you lose weight and get great benefit out of it. So for me, is the bike worth it? Yes. Will it be worth it for you? Only if you put the effort in and actually use the thing and back it up with other things, like I mentioned, like watching what you eat, etc., etc. If you do those things, then you will get success. All right, I hope you found that useful. Please leave comments down below if you've got a Peloton bike, you've used a Peloton bike, or you're interested in buying one if you've got any questions. I don't really know anything about the Peloton tread if you want to ask anything like that. But yeah, it's a good machine. Toss a like on the video, and please subscribe. This is a bit of an unusual video compared to my normal, so I'll be back to tech videos in the not too distant future. And as always, take care.